I'm an aardvark, and I'm proud. I'm an aardvark, and I'm happy. I'm an aard.
Hello everybody and welcome back to a Cat Stash video. Today we're going to be playing some Planet Zoo. This is a fun game I played by myself, so I'm going to bring it all to you. We're going to start a new series going through each animal available in the game. Just the base game and with the DLC, not including mods, but maybe I may do that later and show how to install them and work with them. So the first animal we have is the Aardvark from Africa. As we can see here, we have a albino one, so that's pretty nifty. But we do have others, and they are in here. Overall, it's a cute little creature. Very, I mean, look at that face. If I can get to it, look at that face. Look how cute that is. The only thing is, in the habitat, you can only have 1 to 2 aardvarks.
Always 2 there are. No more, no less.
I'll be honest, if you look at the size of the habitat I created for them, having 1 to 2 may be a bit harder to spot, and so the patrons of the zoo might have a hard time finding them. In real life, maybe they are kind of solitary animals and only are paired up for mating, but personally, I changed the settings in here to put more aardvarks, and I put in 10 of them. So a little bit more, but I think it's fine. Nice little foraging pit right here for them. They have a lot of good stuff in here to play with, entertain themselves. It's very green, but a lot of plants, trees, really big tree right here. And for the decorations, I did a nice little African kind of theme. They are from sub-Saharan Africa, so I thought I would go with that. There's 2 parts of the habitat. There is the exterior part here, which is outdoors and could be rain, sleet, snow, whatever. But there's also an interior habitat, which is just as simple, not really much in here, but for those worse for weather experiences, they can go in here. And they seem to like to be in here, seeing out of the almost half of them are sitting in here. But yeah, there is a viewing port here, so guests can come through and still look at them when they're in there, or if it's colder weather where they would be indoors rather than outside. We have a nice little learning area here. I think I have it set till January, and it's currently November, so the person's not here, but there's a little opening here for that educator to throw out food and whatnot. People can look. I'm sure as you notice, the interior, the glass is see-through. You can see through it, but when you come on the outside, it's dark. There is a piece of glass you can get, a one-way mirror. I like to have that because I want the guests to be able to see, but I don't want to stress the animals out, so this way it's harder for them. They don't have a bunch of staring faces, and they can kind of act more normal in their environment. So overall, I think that looks really nice. The construction of kind of this open air indoor kind of viewing area, I think looks pretty good. With a different path, and then this would be the building here that would be kind of a rest area, and then ability to indoor see. And over here they could do that. I'm not sure what else we will build over here as the series goes on, but excited to see it. Over here we have our staff areas, not super important, but just staff areas for now. I forgot to put the trims on, but oh well. So yeah, overall I would say the Aardvark is a pretty nice animal to have. It might cost a little bit to add in all the detail and greenery that I did in this example, but they don't require water and relatively little land space, so they're a pretty good animal. They do have some compatible species that they want. The olive baboon, that's a mod animal that I have. The Carmen warthog and the meerkat have many compatible species. Basically, think the entire Africa, basically the Lion King is their compatible species. So we're not going to do all that because it's going to get pretty big. We're just going to do one animal, kind of showcase what they kind of like, them moving around, and then as we move forward, I might make a larger exhibit or habitat with all the African animals and just shove them all in there, and it will be the circle of life. Overall, I would, if I had to tier list this, and maybe we might do that, I think I would put this animal in a B tier. It doesn't require a lot of space, and if you're actually playing with all the settings on, only 1 to 2, which means you don't need a lot of them, and they do bring in a crowd. They're not going to be anyways top priority, but kind of have them next to something and people will look at it. Other than that, I think that's it, and I will see you guys next time.
Right, and that's the way I'll always be until I meet another